Alright, this is a video for the P07. This is the stealth pistol, the one that the camera can never quite focus on. So, we've talked about reloads and all the other dry practice skills, and I don't want to confuse anybody, but there is kind of a difference in reloading your pistol at the range, like at a established shooting range, and in public, like a combat reload. I like to have combat reloads done. You pull the gun into your compressed ready, and I would like to point it more straight up and have it out of the line of fire. This is not acceptable at a lot of ranges, indoor ranges especially, and other ranges that have cover. They don't want holes in their roof, so they would like to have the pistol pointed downrange. So when you're doing a range reload, and I don't want to confuse you and make you, this is why I kind of put this video at the end. This is once you've established a baseline of how to do something, then you can add in these modifications and understand the difference between the two. So a range reload, you would be out at the target, you come back in your compressed ready, and you rotate the pistol to the side, but it's still pointed. I'm pointing at the camera so you can see that it's pointed down range. Okay, it's all still pointed in the same direction, so that I can perform my reload with the gun tipped on its side. Then I can press it back out to the target. So all of my reloads and everything are performed with the gun more or less level, pointed still at the target, and that being a safe direction for the indoor ranges and for a range reload. Another thing to think about would be anytime that you're handling the pistol, I'm going to point it back at the camera, understand that the loading cycle, when you're racking the slide, you can keep that pointed down range and level toward your target. So, and then when we're performing our unload procedure, we can keep it pointed more or less down range. Now, oh man, I got a malfunction here. Okay, so now we have a malfunction. If I turn to get a better grip on my gun, I don't want to turn to the side at a range. That's pointed at all the other people that are on both sides of me that are trying to have a good time at the range. They don't want to have a good time with your bullets flying at them. So I would turn sideways to always be mindful of the muzzle and keep that pointed down at the targets while I'm fiddling with my malfunction. Get that. Now I got the round out of there, but I want to keep that pointed all the way down range while I'm fiddling with it, instead of forgetting what I'm doing and fiddling with it while it's pointed at all my friends, or people who are now not my friends, right? Because they don't like you no more. Okay, so I'm talking about the range reload, and then just being considerate on the range, turning sideways, keeping your muzzle under control, keeping it downrange at all times. So this is different than your combat reload, which would be back, and it looks like this. Well, it's fine, but there's maybe people upstairs in an underground range, or these indoor shooting ranges, where they don't want holes in the roof. So it will look like that, right? And that's your baseline. And remember, you're at the range, so here we have this slower procedure where you just have it under control for potentially shooting matches and any other ranges that you're on where people are around and that are maybe giving you flack, and that you also wanted to make them feel comfortable and stuff and be a friendly guy.